What starts here changes the world. I have a few suggestions that might help you on your way to a better world. And while these lessons were learned during my time in the military, I can assure you that it matters not whether you ever served a day in uniform. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your orientation or your social status. Our struggles in this world are similar, and the lessons to overcome those struggles and to move forward, changing ourselves and changing the world around us will apply equally to all. So listen up, take out a pen and paper. What you are about to hear is that important. This could be the most important thing you hear all week. So here are the 10 lessons I learned from basic SEAL training that hopefully will be of value to you as you move forward in life. But the wisdom of this simple act has been proven to me many times over. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. So if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed.
Weeks of brutal training had weeded out the weak. Out of 150 men, only 42 remained. We were the ones who embraced the pain, who spat in the face of fear. We were divided into 6 boat crews, 7 men to a crew. Now, I was with the tall guys, the ones you'd expect to dominate. But the crew that left us all eating their weight? They were the Munchkin crew, not a single one of them over 5'5". This ragtag bunch of warriors, they were a mix of everything. American Indian, African American, Polish American, Greek American, Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They were the melting pot of grit, the giants among men. And let me tell you, those guys, they didn't just survive, they excelled. They out-paddled, outran, outswam every other crew. We'd be busting our asses, gasping for air, and they'd just keep going like machines. The big guys, we'd joke about their tiny flippers, but deep down we knew we were witnessing something special.
SEAL training, it's a crucible. It strips you bare, exposes the truth of who you are. It doesn't care about your color, your background, your education, or your daddy's money. The only thing that matters is the fire in your belly, the iron will to push beyond your limits. The Munchkin crew, they taught us that. They embodied it. They showed us that the size of your fight, it comes from the heart, not the height. You can have all the physical advantages in the world, but without that unwavering spirit, that relentless drive, you'll crumble. Remember that. Remember the Munchkin crew. Because when you're building your team, when you're looking for people to stand beside you in the trenches, you need to look beyond the surface. Look for the heart. Look for the fire. Because that's what will make all the difference. That's what will change the world. Uniform inspection. Twice a week we'd line up, hearts pounding, every detail scrutinized. Hat starched to perfection, uniform crisp enough to cut yourself on, belt buckle gleaming like a mirror. We poured our hearts and souls into those uniforms, trying to make them flawless, trying to achieve the impossible. But it was a fool's errand. No matter how hard we tried, the instructors always found something. A wrinkle, a smudge, a speck of dust. And the punishment? The sugar cookie. A full-body baptism in the Pacific Ocean, followed by a roll in the sand. You'd spend the rest of the day cold, wet and miserable, sand chafing your skin, a walking reminder of your failure. It was demoralizing, frustrating, infuriating. Some guys, they just couldn't handle it. They'd break their spirit crushed under the weight of their perceived inadequacy. But here's the thing about the sugar cookie. It wasn't about the uniform. It was about resilience. It was about learning to accept that no matter how hard you try, sometimes life is going to kick you in the teeth. You're going to get dirty. You're going to get knocked down. And you're going to feel like giving up. But you can't. The world is full of sugar cookies. It's full of setbacks, disappointments and failures. The key is to not let them define you. To get up, dust yourself off and keep moving forward. Don't dwell on the imperfections, on the things you can't control. Focus on what you can control. Your effort, your attitude, your determination. Because in the end, that's what matters. That's what will get you through the tough times and allow you to achieve your goals.
Every day in training was a test, a relentless barrage of physical challenges designed to push us to our breaking point. Long runs that felt like they'd never end, swims in water so cold it stole your breath, obstacle courses that tested every ounce of your strength. And for those who failed to meet the standards, the circus awaited. 2 hours of gut-wrenching calisthenics, a brutal symphony of pain designed to break your spirit. No one wanted to see their name on that list. The circus meant you weren't good enough, that you had failed to live up to the demanding standards of SEAL training. It meant more fatigue, more pain, and increased odds of another dreaded circus the next day.
But here's the thing about the circus. It was a crucible. It was in those moments of utter exhaustion, when our muscles screamed for mercy and our minds begged for rest, that we discovered a hidden reservoir of strength. The guys who consistently found themselves on that list, the ones who embraced the suck, they didn't break, they got stronger. The circus, it became a badge of honor, a testament to their unwavering commitment to pushing beyond their perceived limits. Life is full of circuses, times when you'll be tested, pushed to the brink of your physical and mental capacity. Embrace those moments. Don't shy away from the pain, from the struggle, because it's in those crucibles that you'll forge an unbreakable spirit, an indomitable will. It's in the circus that you'll discover what you're truly capable of. Twice a week, we face the obstacle course. 25 obstacles designed to break us, test our limits, and expose any weakness. But the beast, the one that made you question your sanity, was the slide for life. A 3-tiered tower 30 feet high, staring you down, daring you to climb. He didn't ease himself down. He mounted that rope and launched himself headfirst. One slip, one moment of hesitation, and it was over. This warrior, he embraced the risk. He didn't just beat it, he demolished it. Don't let fear hold you back from greatness. Remember that the fastest way through is sometimes head first, full speed ahead.
San Clemente Island, a desolate rock off the coast of San Diego. For us SEAL trainees, it was the proving ground, the crucible where we separated the weak from the warriors. See, the waters around San Clemente are teeming with sharks, great whites, the apex predators of the ocean. Before every swim, especially the night swims, the instructors would gather us around. They'd talk about the different types of sharks, their feeding habits, their razor-sharp teeth. And then, just as the fear started to creep in, they'd hit us with it. No student has ever been eaten by a shark. But here's the thing about fear. It's a powerful motivator. It keeps you sharp, keeps you on your toes. And when you're swimming in shark-infested waters, fear is a damn good thing to have. They taught us that if a shark starts circling, you don't panic. You don't thrash around like a wounded seal. You stand your ground. You punch it in the snout with everything you've got. Life is full of sharks. They come in all shapes and sizes. You have to meet them head-on with unwavering resolve. Because the truth is, the only way to overcome your fears is to face them head-on.
Underwater attacks, the bread and butter of SEAL missions, slipping silently into enemy territory, a ghost in the night. We trained for these missions relentlessly, pushing our bodies and minds to the breaking point. The ship attack, dropped miles from the target, nothing but a compass and a depth gauge to guide you. Hours spent navigating the murky depths, the pressure building with every passing moment. The faintest glimmer of light filtering through the water above, a beacon in the darkness. But as you approach the target, the light fades. The hulking mass of the ship blotting out the moon, the stars, everything. You're enveloped in darkness. The only sounds, the rhythmic thudding of your own heart and the muffled roar of the ship's engines. The keel, the underbelly of the beast, the darkest point of the mission, your objective, your nightmare. This is where doubt creeps in, where fear whispers its seductive lies. The pressure is immense, the darkness suffocating. It's easy to get disoriented, to lose your way. This is where it all comes together. Your training, your discipline, your will. This is where you dig deep, deeper than you ever thought possible. The keel is where you prove your worth, not to the instructors, not to your teammates, but to yourself. Because in those darkest moments, when the pressure is suffocating and the darkness threatens to consume you, that's when you discover your true strength. That's when you find out what you're truly made of. Life will test you. It will throw you into the depths of despair, drag you through the mud, and leave you questioning everything. But it's in those moments when you're staring into the abyss that you find your true potential. When the world goes dark, that's your time to shine. Don't shy away from the darkness. Embrace it, own it. Because it's in those moments of adversity that you discover the strength, the resilience, the unwavering spirit that resides within you. Be your very best in the darkest moments, and you'll emerge from the shadows stronger than ever before.
Week 9. Hell Week. The instructors love to talk about it before it even starts, planting seeds of doubt, but they never tell you about the mud. The mud flats. That's where they take you on Wednesday. Tijuana Slough, a wasteland of muck and misery. The mud sucks you in, it's cold and unforgiving. The wind rips through you, stealing your warmth. The instructors, they know this. They feed off it. You hear the whimpers, the chattering teeth, the moans of pure suffering. That's when you've got to dig deep, find something to hold on to. For us, that night, it was a song. One voice, then another. Soon, the whole mud flat was filled with this ragged, off-key chorus of defiance. The mud didn't get warmer, but something shifted. The cold, the pain, it was still there, but it didn't own us anymore. We found strength in that shared act of defiance. Hope. That's what that song represented. The hope that kept us going. The hope that whispered, you can get through this. Find your song, whatever it may be, and sing it loud.
In the heart of SEAL training, there's this brass bell, shines like a beacon right there in the middle of the compound, mocking you. They tell you on day one, ring that bell and it's over. No more 5 a.m. wake-up calls, no more freezing water, no more grueling runs, no more pain. It's a siren song, that bell. A constant reminder that there's an easy way out. Every fibre of your being, every muscle screaming for rest, every bone chilled to the core, it all tells you to ring the bell. Just give up, it whispers. It's not worth it. And you know what? Sometimes it's the most logical choice. The pain is real, the exhaustion overwhelming. Your mind starts to play tricks on you, convince you that quitting is the only sane option. But here's the thing they don't tell you. Ringing that bell, it might bring temporary relief, but it leaves a scar. It's a scar on your soul, a constant reminder of the time you chose the easy way out, the time you doubted yourself, the time you gave up on your dreams. And that scar, it never truly fades. I'm not going to lie, SEAL training is about pushing yourself to the absolute limit, about finding out what you're truly made of. But it's also about something more. It's about realizing that the bell, it's not just a physical object, it's a symbol of every challenge you'll ever face in life, every obstacle that stands between you and your goals. See, life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. It'll test you, try to break you, make you question everything you thought you knew. And in those moments when the pressure's on and you're staring down the barrel of defeat, you'll be faced with a choice. Ring the bell or keep fighting. Choosing to keep fighting, to push through the pain, to ignore the doubts, that's what separates the weak from the strong. It's about digging deep down inside yourself and finding the resilience, the grit, the unwavering belief that you are capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind to. SEAL training taught me that change doesn't come easy. It's forged in sweat, in sacrifice, in the relentless pursuit of something bigger than yourself. It's about finding the strength to keep going when every instinct tells you to quit, to push past your limits and discover the true potential that lies dormant within. Remember the lessons you've learned here? Embrace the power of small victories. Find your tribe and never underestimate the size of someone's heart. Embrace the suck. Face your fears head on and find your song in the darkest of times. Most importantly, never ever ring the bell. The world needs people like you, people willing to step up, to lead with courage, to fight for what they believe in. Go out there and make a difference. Leave your mark on the world. I believe in you.